everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well. I am here with my mom, Diane. We're going to wait for everybody to jump on, but I am super excited today and a teeny bit nervous.
She's actually a big bit nervous. That's because I might screw it up.
She's not going to screw it up. But this lady right here does not have a filter. So when you guys jump on, can you let us know? This is Diane, my mom. Can you let us know where you're watching from? Drop it in the comments so that I know the comments are working. Today, the reason why I wanted Mom on is for a couple of reasons. Number one, Saint released their Mother's Day releases today. So we wanted to share those with you. But you know what? I think more than anything, to celebrate the women in our life, I think it's a great opportunity for you to be able to see the Saint makeup on somebody. Hey guys, hey from Norway, from Delaware, hey from Idaho, hi Gabrielle, hey from Florida. My mom goes, I said, are you nervous? She goes, why would I be nervous? I'm good. And I said, well, Mom, I do this every day and I still get freaking nervous. Hey from Arkansas. Hi, okay, Suzanne, that's Suzanne Duncan. Hi, Suzanne. She says, hi, Diane from Whitby. From Poland, from Hungary, from West Virginia, driving home from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Well, isn't that nice? I'm assuming that you were there, Mimi, for the winter and that you're on your way back. I hope you had a great time. Now I see where you get your beautiful looks. Did you hear me?
No.
Okay, so... Okay, Mom doesn't have her hearing aids in. That's okay, right? To say that? Yeah. Mom doesn't have her hearing aids in, so sometimes if I'm being a little bit loud, it's because of that. So she didn't...
No, it isn't. She's always yelling at me.
Hey from France. Hey from Belgium again. All right, ladies. Well, you know what? We're going to hang out today, and I hope we're going to have a little bit of fun. So I hope that you will stay with us. I had put a question box in my stories the other day, letting you know that I was going to go live with Mom. And I said, you know what? Ask away. What questions do you have with us? So I have not shared the questions with my mom yet. And like I mentioned, if you saw my story, she's a straight shooter. She has no filter. We've done stuff online before, okay? But it's been filmed content that we have the opportunity to edit it, but this is live. So
you're in trouble.
Perhaps all the payback from my teenage years or me growing up, this may be my payback time. Perhaps. So, hey from the United Kingdom, you guys are awesome. At any point, please drop any questions that you have for us. I hope I don't miss any. I will do our best. I'll do my best. I don't think Mom's going to be watching the comments. Hi, Mom, a Canadian living in Germany. Awesome. Oh. My neighbor is actually from Germany. What a great lady. Hey from Montreal. And then you got Mom and a heart. You are your mama's daughter.
I hope so.
I hope so. Well, she told me that was the case. So, you know, unless we're going to find out something crazy today, which I don't think is the case. What does it say? Haha, love it. No filter. My mom was the same. Was she the same too? So I get that a little bit from my mom. I'm also a straight shooter. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
More so than me, but she won't admit
that
it.
Is full of crap. That is not true. We are both straight shooters. Okay. Mom says that I'm more of a straight shooter and more direct than she is.
At a younger age, it took me longer to learn.
Learn what?
To be a straight shooter.
Oh, okay. Well, so you're saying that I became a straight shooter earlier than you did?
At an earlier age. Definitely.
Okay. So we're going to do our makeup together. We're going to show you some of the Saint Mother's Day releases, but there was a question that came in that may be appropriate for right now based on what you were just talking about. Okay. So will you be able to see this will you be able to see this? Hold on.
Now you're really going to see the ugly me.
No, you're not.
Look.
Can you read this question?
Has Erin always been as kind and charismatic as she is now? Who the hell? over that one.
We'll just skip over that. So you don't think I'm kind?
You are.
Okay. And I couldn't read it because when I got the question, I just laughed. I'm like, I can't read that question out loud. Okay. And then somebody wanted to know what I was like as a child. Okay. So I'll start with this. I'm an only child. I was going to say more. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm an only child. I think, well, you describe me. What was I, because they wanted to know, what was I like as a child?
Well, you know what? Probably to say what you are now. I often say to her husband, is she high maintenance?
This is
See, I told you, and Aaron told you, no filter. Okay.
Oh my God.
She actually was a challenge.
How so? How was I a challenge? I thought I was a really easy kid. I thought so.
She was a very easy teenager. I probably didn't realize it at the time. And a lot of your mothers out there.
This is on film.
A lot of you mothers out there will understand this too. Because, and even now, you never stop being a mother. And I remember Aaron saying to me once, Mom, you should be the mother of some of my friends. Well, you know what? I didn't really worry about those friends. It was her. And my worrying panned out.
Aw.
Because she is she's a great caring individual. She works too hard. I've always said that, but she takes after me. And
I learned it from somebody. It was her.
And she is a great mother. And when I look at the boys, they're so different. One is really challenging. And he gets that honestly from his mother. The other one is very caring. But they've learned all that from their mom. And you know, when you have a child, especially when you have an only child, you can't turn to the other one and say, oh, well, I'll compare this or compare that. There's no way for you to compare them. But if they've brought up two great boys like we have, and yes, I'm bragging, they're gorgeous and they're really nice boys, then you look at yourself and say, boy, Mom, you did one hell of a good job.
Mm-hmm. I'm not crying. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Okay, so thank you for that honesty. Let's see if there's any questions in here. Two beautiful ladies. Pleasure to meet your mom. So see, they wanted to meet you. I think anyways, you can pay... You can have payback. Mom is a good deal. Absolutely. Amy. Okay, so Amy is on my Saint team.
Oh, that's Amy.
Yes. So Amy is on my Saint team and she says your mama is beautiful.
From Wales?
No, different Amy.
Okay.
I used to work with another Amy as well. So no, that's Amy Ferranti. She's no moms are ugly. Absolutely no moms are ugly. I've never heard that comment before.
Neither have
Okay. All right, ladies. So we're going to keep answering some of these questions that you submitted through this. But while we're on here, why don't I show you the new palettes from Saint... You've probably caught up with these, right? I've talked about them ad nauseum. These brand new palettes. Mom, of these three, which one is your favorite?
I really like the one in the middle.
Okay.
And probably...
This one?
That's very pretty. But that is only because, even though what I've got on today, I'm really not a blue person.
Yep. So this one is, what are the names of these? Because I keep forgetting. I know I had written it down. Darn, whatever. Okay.
This one's, to me, this one is a very elegant color.
Yeah.
It's a very elegant pattern.
Yeah.
So when you pick that up, to get to your makeup, you immediately feel, oh, I feel great.
Yeah, because
Look at this.
it's pretty,
It's
right?
so elegant.
Yeah, it's pretty. And then, so you like this one too. So this one,
Yes.
it looks a little bit cream, ladies, but it's actually, it's like a pale pink, right?
Yes.
A really pale pink.
It's a pink on the mauve side.
Yeah.
But it's very pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty. So all of these 3 palettes, I mean, my favorite is the blue and white one. It's funny that my mom was like, no, I don't like that. That one's not my favorite. I put all of my makeup in this one, and all 3 of these come in all the sizes. So from a 4 tin all the way up to a 27 tin. And then the Folklore collection, which is brand new. So all of these are available on Saint's website. If you guys want to shop these, you can head to the link in my bio. So the Folklore collection comes with 3 different products in it.
Sorry, can I interrupt?
Yes.
That bag, ladies, is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's pretty,
Absolutely.
right?
And it's got such a nice, and you know what it says to you? It says elegance, and you're worth feeling elegant.
That's nice. I didn't. She's coming up with this all her own. She's mom's going to start her own page at the age of 80. Mom will be 81 on May 5th. Okay.
But who's counting except for her?
Well, I'll be 49 at the end of this month. Right? So if that doesn't make you feel old, I don't know what does. How the heck did this happen? Okay, so the Folklore collection, ladies, comes together. You can buy all 3 together. It's a discount when you buy them together. But if you don't want all 3, you can buy each of them individually. So it comes with the spray scent, the Folklore scent, the hand cream, and then it comes in a solid. So our solid perfumes are actually the rose gold illuminator. So let me swatch this for you. There. So can you see that glow? Rose gold is one of my favorite illuminators, and it has the beautiful scent of Folklore in it as well. And the hand cream, I have a new one. Like this one is my own. Mom, you try it and tell us what you think. Okay. Sorry, I gave you a lot.
You cannot. No, you cannot. Get out. You can feel that right away when it goes on your hand. First of all, it's cool.
That's probably because of my room temperature, and less about the product.
No, I don't. I don't agree, ladies. But anyways, you know what I like is it sort of blends into the skin so easily, and you don't have that greasy.
Yeah, I don't
feel
like
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the smell too. I don't. So you ladies know, I'm one of those that doesn't like a strong perfumey type. I just go, ugh, when I get on our elevator in our condo and someone's been in there with this, really loud fragrant. Right. This is quite nice.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
I like it.
It is pretty.
I like it. The other thing. Well, I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah.
The other things that I put together was some curated palette ideas for gift giving for your mom. So if you're interested in these, head to my stories. I put the link in them. There's 3 of them. One of them is 4 lip and cheek colors. It comes at a great price point that any of the women in your life would absolutely love. The second one has 2 lip and cheek colors and an illuminator. I can't say that. Every time I go to say lip and cheek see, I can't say and an illuminator.
Well, I never told you this, but you had a bit of a speech impediment when you were younger.
I did. You guys are finding this stuff out. Why didn't you ever tell me?
Because I just lied.
Oh, what do you did? I didn't have a speech impediment.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, nothing against people that do. Jeez. Okay, the second palette that I curated together have 2 lip and cheek colors and an illuminator and a bronzer.
That would be great.
Yeah, right? Because woman, let me see if I have that one.
Do you have?
Okay, well, this is the lip and cheek, right? 4 different lip and cheeks. So I think this one is Tropicana, Nude, Frenchie. No, this is Nude. Frenchie and Boardwalk. Right? Those are pretty. Do you like those?
Yeah, they're very pretty.
Yeah, those are nice. The second one was this one. Okay, so it's got La Cienega, Nude. These 2 are lip and cheek colors. And Rose Gold Illuminator and Bella Bronzer. So any woman would be able to wear these tones. I picked these shades so that they, kind of go with
This one would be a great one to have in your purse at all times, or in your car when maybe you're going out after work and you have to touch stuff up. This would be great.
Yeah. Pop this in your purse.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this was the other one that I put together.
Oh, and that's great.
So 2 lip and cheek colors and an illuminator, and then 2 of my favorite eyeshadow shades. So this is Chai and this is Riviera, but all of these are customizable. So let's say, I don't love this one, you can switch it out. Okay, so if you head to my stories, I've linked those curated palettes in there for you. So all you have to do is click and add to your cart. Okay, what else? I think that's it for the Mother's Day collection or releases. All right, we're going to do our makeup. Okay.
I'll write down after what I want, okay?
Okay. Hint, hint. All right, let's see if there's any questions. If you guys have any questions as we go through, then look at people are like dying laughing. I'm an only child, but my husband is one of 14. Can you imagine having 14 kids?
No.
No, me neither.
It's hard enough having one.
I guess I was a handful. I do remember, though, when I was younger, I remember Mom I remember feeling like you thought I was acting out. But I remember, like you said, right? I remember saying to you, you have no idea. All my other friends are doing X, Y, Z. I'm being so good.
Okay, can I share 2 rules that we had?
Oh, yes, please. I don't think I can stop you.
What? Oh. One was, you don't lie.
Yes.
And the other one was, you don't steal.
Yeah.
And if you can embed that in your kids' lives, and they embed it, I could never imagine your boys having that. And I remember one night you got up and you said, I said, dear, why are you not
I remember this.
Not in bed? I can't sleep, Mom. And I said, why? And there was some story, and I don't remember what it was, but you lied to me.
Yeah.
And so you couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
That was one of the first lessons of there are, I'm having a hard time finding the right word. That's probably my age. But anyways, when you do that and you know you're not supposed to, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And so consequences.
Consequences.
Yeah. There are consequences.
Yeah. Then that feeling of guilt, because I knew I had lied. I remember that story. I remember trying to fall asleep and I felt so guilty because I knew I had lied to my mom. And like, who does that? Like, I got up and it was late at night. I remember this and went to you to tell you that I had freaking lied to you. Well, and it stayed with me always, right? So your hair looks gorgeous. I just started wearing a topper after skin cancer, taking a while to get used to it, but loving it. I love that I found your page super inspiring. Oh, you are so very welcome. Sober Glow Getter. I wish you all the best in kicking cancer's ass. Yeah. And yes, we can say that on this page. I'm so glad that you're here. I did see another question about, so this is one of my all-time faves. It's Raquel Welch's Wavy Day. It is in shaded wheat. But I'm going to take my hair off because when I do my makeup, I don't do it with my hair on. Part of the reason, you can't take yours off.
Mine doesn't come off.
Yeah. Part of the reason why I take my hair off is because I just don't like getting makeup on the lace. But if you do get makeup on your lace, just take makeup removers, like makeup remover wipes, and gently wipe around the lace. And that will help just to remove that makeup. If you do have a lot of makeup on it, what you might be finding is that the lace is becoming more visible than it was before. And that's because the depth of the color from your makeup is making that lace show up. So that might be the case if you have makeup on your lace. It's an easy fix. Okay, so Mom, so I wanted to show you guys something. So Mom, can you show the ladies what you brought your stuff over? So Mom came over to the house and she had all of her makeup together. So for me, what I do and how I keep my makeup is, I'll show you. Okay, so this is the makeup or the brush holder. All right. So I like putting my palette and my brushes in this envelope And if I had it done correctly, that wouldn't have happened. But basically thank you, all of my makeup is in this brush holder, including my palette, okay? It's a great way to travel, and you just throw it in your carry-on. All of the makeup is TSA approved. So if you don't check your bag, you can take this on as your carry-on, within your carry-on, I should say. But how do you keep yours?
Now, I'll start out by saying, excuse me, one Christmas, I got a personalized license plate.
Oh my God.
From my daughter and her boys. Her boys were young, so they thought it was hilarious, but I didn't really.
No, it was bad.
And
it was bad.
The license plate said, neat freak.
Clean freak.
Or clean freak, sorry. That license plate never went on my car. Mm-mm. However, what I'm trying to say is this leads right into that. This is a Saint makeup bag. I absolutely love it. This is 2 years old. It's still perfect.
It's in great shape.
When I open it up, I have all this.
I'll hold this like this so that...
I have this, see, for my brushes. I can keep all my brushes in there. I even take this is my scraper for getting that
peach fuzz
off my face, and my eyebrow, and I can also just put that in there. In here, this stuff, ladies, if you don't have it, you have to get it. I said so. Okay?
What is that?
It's the cleaner for your brushes, and I found it makes a big difference. It really does. Now, today I just brought, that fits in there, but then I have my palette here, and I've got everything in it. As I say, I don't use a lot of makeup. I can also get a smaller one in here on top of it. I have my setting spray, which I could not do without. My brush cleaner, and make sure you don't use, she did this. She used a brush cleaner on her face.
I did.
So I can keep everything in it. Ladies, this is sitting in front of Erin, so I have to mention it because I would absolutely die if I didn't have this. This is the Saint cream. And if I forget or I run low and I don't put that on before I put my makeup on, and I've tried using other products, when I'm out of this, what a difference putting your makeup on. That is a must.
Yeah. I love that cream as well. And it's, sitting right in front of us because both Mom and I, whoops, this is what happens when you go live and you try to move the camera.
So, but ladies, I don't like a lot of stuff on my counter. I don't like a lot of stuff even when I open my cupboards because
hence the clean freak comment.
Yeah, because it says to me, oh, maybe under this counter needs cleaning if I've got it all hidden in here. I don't realize that. But this is a great makeup bag.
I had forgotten about that makeup bag, to be very honest. So I did ask my mom before we hopped on. When I saw that she brought it over, I'm like, maybe we should talk about that, because perhaps other women out there would like it as well. All right, you want to do our makeup? And then we'll ask some questions. Okay, so Mom's going to do her makeup. I'm going to do mine. We're going to do it in our own way. This is the makeup that we use, Saint 3D Cream Makeup. You good to get started? Yeah, okay. You're going to do it your way. If at any point you need my help in suggesting colors that are good for you and for your skin tone, just simply comment match below. The other thing that I love about Mom being here today is clearly we are from a different generation, right? I'll be 49. I'll be 49. Well, it's true, right? That's true.
They don't have to bring it to people's attention. They can see.
Yeah, they can see. So can I give you a tip? She's going to get mad at me right now.
I'm going to anyways.
Yes, I am going to.
Okay.
Okay, so when you place your... Oh, where's the paper towel? Here it is. Okay, so when you place your contour, you just want to make sure that you don't bring it too low. Okay, so that's okay. It's because the makeup is cream, it is so forgiving. So did you see where she put her contour was right here? So my mom has beautiful cheekbones. All right, look at the camera. This way. There we go. Don't make the cranky face. Okay, so this hollow right underneath her cheekbones, you see that's where, do you feel that where I'm pressing?
Yeah.
Your bone is here, right? Your bone's here. The hollow is right under here. Where you put the contour was down here, right? What you want to do with the contour, all you needed to do is just move it up a little bit to this part here. Okay, so look at me this way. Because this way, if you put your contour that low, it's going to drag down your face. Your goal is to help pop these beautiful cheekbones even further. Okay?
Okay.
There, you got it. Beautiful. And so, ladies, you see how easy that is to
What I want after.
Yes, she will. And that's okay. Because there's really no rules. If it works for you, you do whatever the heck you want to do. Okay.
What's nice about it is that you can play with it, and you can't really. This perfector, that's an amazing tool.
Okay, so that's the perfector sponge. One of the things that Mom, you can keep doing your makeup. One of the things that Mom talks about a lot is that for her, with her maturing skin, she finds that having that perfector sponge, which is just Saint's Beauty Blender, this with the setting spray helps her get a good finish, helps her pick up excess product that she's applied if she's put a little bit too much on. Did I say it right for you?
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's a great tool.
Yeah. It really helps, especially if you have, listen, okay, you got to look at this camp. So here, I was telling my mom before we jumped on today that this afternoon I'm going to get my Botox touched up. If you've been here for a hot moment, you know I get Botox. This woman is going to be 81 and she's never had Botox. She's never done anything. Like, I'm jealous. You have amazing skin. What do you attribute that to?
Now, my mother had good skin. Now, my mother was very young, when she passed away,
right?
And I think part of it is I have a darker pigment to my skin, and I find that people that do have that darker pigment sometimes do have very nice skin. I have some Spanish in my background.
So you know what I just did? I picked up my main highlight shade that I used when I was in Mexico. So, ladies, this is another thing that I would recommend. I like keeping 2 of my main shades in my palette because my skin tone changes a lot. So when my husband and I were in Mexico, can I grab this? When my husband and I were in Mexico about a week and a half ago, my skin got really dark. So you don't need to carry, different foundation bottles. You can simply pop 1 shade up or 1 shade down. So if you're an existing customer of mine, pardon me, we can update your color match to make sure that your shades are perfect for you and your skin tone, like seasonally, right? So I had gone into the shade that I was using when I was in Mexico, which is a little bit too dark for me now that I've been back and, don't have as much color to my skin as I did when I was away. So what are you doing? Yeah, you're good. So
that's good.
You're doing a great job, Mom. You're doing a great job. So I'm just doing my main highlight shade, which is the shade closest to my skin tone. I placed my contour along the top of my forehead, underneath my cheekbones, and along my jawline. And that is going to help to tighten up my jawline, to define my cheekbones, and from my hairline perspective, it helps to draw your eye to the center of my face and keep the center of my face, a little bit brighter. So, you know what, later this week, ladies, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to film something and post it. It's 2 different ways to do your makeup because the reality is there are so many different ways that you can utilize this single palette, whether you like, a full look or you want to do something, quick and easy. Even my full look, how long does it take you, Mom, when you're at home to do your makeup?
Oh, less than 5 minutes.
Right. And you don't wear a lot of makeup, right? Before
No.
you wore Saint, what did you use?
I had a one, and all it was really was a tinted moisturizer.
Right.
I've never been a makeup person. What I find though is just after dinner time, and I'll go into the bathroom and look in the mirror, and I find I've still got something on my face that doesn't say, oh, I don't have anything on.
Right.
Whereas with the other, it really sort of sinks into the skin.
When you were using your tinted moisturizer, it was.
Yes.
Right. Got it. Yeah. And I mean, the setting spray is really key, ladies. Like, I get asked a lot, especially as we approach the summer and the warmer months, or ladies that live in hot climates.
What I do though is, I'm going to do it now on this, is before I use my brush, I always spray it with the setting spray.
That's
you
a
can
good
spray
tip.
your whole face, which I know you do, Erin.
Yep.
And I've done that at times too.
Yep.
But I really like it. Spraying my brush. I don't know. It works for me.
It works for you.
Yeah.
It works for you. And I'm actually going to use today one of our lip and cheek colors. Instead of doing, a fussy eyeshadow look, this is actually the color Nude. And I'm just dipping. For me, I'm all about keeping it easy and quick. I mean, there are times where certainly I will spend more time, right, doing your makeup. But there's just days where you just want to get it done.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And get out the door.
Now, if you notice, I don't know whether you can see on there, to me, I've put too much, and I quite often do that because I like the cheek color. But to me, there's just a tad bit too much.
Okay.
And so what I'll do is then, and I spray this too. Now, as Erin had told me earlier, I was forgetting. What you should do with this is you should wet it and you squeeze it out till there's almost nothing. And you will see a difference in it. It is a lot bouncier.
Yeah, when you wet it.
Yes, when you wet it.
Yeah.
But then I always spray it too, the bottom. That's just, I don't know. I think it picks up more doing that. And so I'll just rub it over that. And it's not that I'm looking for it to pick a lot up. It just tells me you've spread it evenly.
Yeah. And it helps
so-
you blend.
Yes, it
Right.
does.
It helps you blend.
And I'll do it in my eyes. I quite often have a problem with my eyes because I get too much on there.
Yeah. So does that help?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
It really does.
I don't even need to be here. I could just leave and she could finish up and we're all good.
Yeah, afterwards she's going to say to me, you talk too much.
No. No, I'm just glad that you're enjoying it. Because like you said, right? I mean, you weren't a big makeup girl and neither was I, right? You kind of oftentimes end up doing a lot of what your mom did. And I was never a big makeup girl. And in fact, I mean, when I switched to Saint, you guys that have been here for a while may have heard me talk about this. I was sort of like a BB cream, bronzer, mascara, lip gloss type of a girl. But as I aged, I mean, my mom's skin at 40, I remember, my mom's skin at 49 was way better than mine is. First of all, I spent way too much time in the sun when I was younger. I'm paying for it. But you know what? When I found that what I was using at the time wasn't working, the feeling of traditional foundation felt too heavy. And it was settling into my fine lines and wrinkles. So this to me was a game changer. So, I mean, I'm actually, I did bring mine too. Can I borrow your setting spray? I forgot mine.
I know where I can get more.
You know where you can get more.
Oh, ladies, I have to tell you something too.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
Do you know what is this called, Erin?
Oh, balm. It's balm.
There's a balm. And
you want to show it to them?
Yeah.
Okay. It's this right here. This is in my mom's palette. This is balm that she's talking about. Yeah.
Sometimes I look at my face and I think I need something around my eyes. And I'll just run my finger on the balm. Okay. And I just sort of bring it under there.
You use it in place of, she uses balm in place of an illuminator. So,
okay.
Yeah, so this would be rose gold illuminator right here. That's rose gold illuminator. Yeah. So when you want to add a little bit of glow to your skin, you can take something like an
illuminator.
Thank you. But you could also use, like Mom uses, the clear balm. Have you used the balm for anything else, Mom? Because there's so many things to use it for.
I have used it on my lips.
Yep. To add moisture.
Yeah. The odd time I've actually put a little bit up here.
Yep.
Just wherever I think I look at my face. I mean, I could do with a new face, let's face
No.
that. However, so you look at your face and you think, I'd maybe like
a little bit more glow.
Yeah. And I'd like to see that. I mean, I don't care. Quite frankly, I don't care what other people see. Okay. When I look in the mirror, and I think, okay, that's it. I'm ready to go out today.
Yeah.
Or I think, oh, what's wrong with this? And I use that balm. It seems to work.
It? Yeah. What did you put on your lips?
Now, on my lips.
Because I missed it.
Okay. Isn't that plum?
Yeah.
I think that's plum. And that's what I use a lot.
And
that is what's on.
That's plum.
Yeah. And that is actually what's on my cheeks. But Erin said to me this morning, oh, Mom, do you use that black cherry? And I used to use it quite a bit.
That's this one right here, black cherry.
So I put a little bit on top.
Of the plum.
Oh, yeah. And what it did, my opinion, was it just popped.
Yeah. It looks really pretty.
Yeah.
But here's my black cherry. And when you look at this color, online, have you seen it online?
Yes.
It looks terrible.
Yes.
It looks awful.
Well, that's a problem. That's why, ladies, you should be using an artist and getting...
I swear to God, I did not plant any of this. I don't know. Color match?
Yeah, the color match. Yeah. Because you'll look and see one thing, and if you're doing your color matches correctly, which is having the nerve, like I did, to come on and nothing on my face.
Oh, you're talking about the makeup-free selfie.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is black cherry, all right? So do you see, if you love, it's kind of rosy tinted, but it's a gloss. So it goes on, like online, this looks black.
Yeah. And so if you look at that, okay, this one here, which is the plum.
Yeah.
Okay. It's more of a, I guess the best way to explain it would be kind of cakey.
No, I know what you mean. It's
when you look at it.
Can I dip my finger in it?
Yeah.
It's a satin, which
very
means
pretty.
Right. It's more matte, and I rub Desert Sunset off. So this is plum. That's plum.
Yeah.
So do you see it doesn't have a sheen?
Okay, and show that beside it, Erin.
Yes, I will.
Oh, good.
I'm getting told what is getting done. And that's plum and that's black cherry. And that's what Mom put on her lips. Yeah. So I love having a few lip and cheek colors because you can use them on their own, right? Or then you can mix them together.
What I have up here, and I don't know whether it shows on there, but what I have up above here.
Yeah, on your eyelids.
Once I've done this, I just take my brush and go over my...
After you do your blush, you take whatever is left on the brush and just you put it on your eyelids.
Yeah. Smart. Sort of clean off my brush.
Oh, that's amazing. Love it. Love it. Okay, so
She can still learn.
I know, I'm learning lots. I hope you guys are too. Anyways, if anybody wants my help with a custom color match, like my mom was talking about, just comment match in the comments below. I will send you over my free custom color match form. You oh my God, I can't talk. You quickly fill it out. It'll take you 2 minutes. You send me a makeup free selfie, and then I send you back my recommendations, customized for you and your skin tone. Okay, so there's a few questions that we didn't get to. So, all right, so somebody asked, I'll take this one because it has to do with hair. Well, somebody asked, do you wear wigs? Do you ever wear wigs?
You know what? You guys, you think that you're so smart. All these new beautiful wigs now. When I was 18, no, I'm wrong actually, I was 27. I used to wear, not the wigs, but what's the...
Topper?
A topper.
Yeah.
And we would go out, Aaron's godmother and I actually, and we both did that. And we both had really short hair. But we wore the toppers. Mm-hmm. Oh, we thought we were the cat's meow when we went out with all this hair. So, yes, I have. Now, I have one now, a shorter one. And every once in a while, I put it on and think, oh, I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
And especially,
keep talking.
Especially if I'm having a bad hair day, which happens a lot, then I think to myself, oh, wig, you're coming out of that box soon.
Yeah.
So.
Very good. Okay, so somebody asked, how often do I get my bio hair treated and cut? And I did get this question. It may be from a new follower, because they asked me, can you show me your own bio hair? So this is my bio hair, right? A number of people have made comments, Erin, why don't you just cut it? It would be thicker. And you know what? You're probably right that if I cut it, it probably would look thicker. When I'm not wearing my wigs, I wear my hair up like this, and I wear it in a high, tiny little bun. So I have Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed when I was 18 years old. That was fun, wasn't it? And what I didn't know at the time is that autoimmune diseases can absolutely affect your hair. So my hair is very fine and thin. I used to have lots of it when I was younger, right?
Yes.
And it was wavy.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Crap happens. I believe, and I think my mom, sort of instilled this in me, is that everybody has their own, and I'm going to swear, so plug your ears if you don't like it. Everybody has their own pile of shit to deal with in life, right?
That's what makes you the person you are today, and that's what you learn from.
Yes, I 100% agree.
You can't go through life having everything work out for you. If you do, you're not learning anything.
Yeah.
So learning tool.
Yeah. So although that was a big challenge for me growing up, it's crazy that if I had never been diagnosed with Crohn's disease, perhaps I would never have had the opportunity to meet all of you on this page. Not going to cry. But, so anyways, I treat my hair as little as possible. My hairstylist is one of my best friends. Her name is Teresa. She does an amazing job given what she has to deal with. All right. And I started treating my hair and color treating my hair less than I originally did, right? Number one, because I wear wigs when I go out. Not always. I don't have any issue going to the store like this. I'm lucky enough to have a little bit of hair to put up. But that's not everybody's reality. So I try to treat my hair as little as possible. I dye it as little as possible. That's why you may have noticed I had gone quite dark. My bio hair is closer to the color of my eyebrows now, since they lightened after that crazy thing I had done to them. But, I guess the answer to the question is I do it as little as possible to avoid any future damage to my hair. All right. Okay. What other questions? Okay, bad wind, what does it do to the wig fibers, and do you just comb through carefully? All right, so, whenever you're out wearing your hairpiece or your wig, wind is going to start to tangle these fibers. My advice to you is a really good daily detangler. So I love this one. It's called Simply Stylin'. The link is in my bio, along with my discount code. But this one it's 100% silicone based. So you have to be careful about not putting too much on. I lightly spray it, especially around the nape and on the lengths here. That way, when you're out in the wind and it's blowing all around, it has a little bit of a slight coating on it so that you can use your wide tooth comb. And you always want to use a wide tooth comb. This is a heat defiant synthetic fiber. When you comb out HD synthetic fiber, you always want to start at the bottom and make your way up. So yes, if you've gotten caught out in, it's really windy and crazy windy outside, hopefully you've sprayed your hair with a daily detangler at the beginning of the day and then just comb through it with your wide tooth comb. The other product that I really like as well, in addition to Simply Stylin', is, I don't have it here, ladies. It's Hair You Wear's Restore. And I love that product because it is 3-in-1. It's a conditioner, it's a daily detangler, and it's a heat protectant. So Hair You Wear's Restore is another great option as well. All right. I think we covered that. How did you deal with your daughter's teenage years? Somebody wanted to know.
I was a tough mom.
She was tough.
But it worked out. So.
Yes. I agree, Mom. I think you were definitely tough. And I didn't love the fact that she was tough at the time. But would you say that I'm a tough mom myself now?
Not as tough as I am. You have the same high expectations.
Yeah.
That I had, and your boys know that. Years ago, it was different the way we handled it. I think I handled it more from being scared because I only had one.
Yeah, you only had one chance to get it right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I think we know a lot more. There's a lot more on social media, which I don't always agree with. You have to watch what you're reading. But there's a lot of literature out there that helps parents with their kids. You can read about other parents' examples and how they've dealt with it. So
you were tough. You were tough.
Yeah, I was.
She was a tough mom, but you know what? If I'm like I say, at the time I hated it. I think in retrospect, it was the right move for me, and I think I turned out okay. So
more than okay.
Right. There you go.
And the great part is 2 great boys.
There you go.
They benefited from that too.
Yeah.
And they know also when they were small, when they went to Nana's house, they have a great grandma. And she would
That's Jay's mom, my husband.
Down
my husband's
on
mom.
the floor with them. I was never that type. And they would tell you they would prefer to go to grandma's house.
Because this is Nana to my boys.
There's too many rules at your house,
Nana's house. Yeah, so between my husband and I, between the two of us, I mean, Jay's the fun one, right? Between the two of us, between Jay and I think he's more fun than I am. And I think he gets a lot of that from his parents.
Yes.
His mom is, like my mom said, roll on the floor with the grandkids, act goofy, have a great time. Versus, my mom is more of the traditional grandmother.
So it was great when the boys.
Yeah, because they get boys.
Yeah, because the boys got both sides.
Yeah. Who knew this was going to turn into a parenting TED Talk?
We save that for another day.
We'll save that. We're doing this again, apparently. Okay. Somebody wanted to know what you thought about when I first started wearing wigs. Did you think it was weird? What went, and it's okay to be honest. So when you found out I was going to start wearing wigs, which was, I think about 3.5, almost 4 years ago.
I don't remember having any negative thoughts about it. I guess mainly because I had enough confidence in you. I know sometimes, and I know you think this, oh, Mom, you want to run my life. I'm okay. I can manage this. Okay. We don't always think that way as moms, do we? But I knew in my heart that if you looked at yourself in a wig and you didn't like it, you weren't going to wear it.
Right.
So, no, I never have. Do I like some of the wigs she has on and some that
Not
I
so
don't,
much.
that I don't like? Not so much. I've never seen one that I really disliked a lot.
Yeah.
Though.
She did tell me, though, there was one that I was wearing. So I wasn't wearing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I put on another one. It was longer style. And I said, Mom, do you like this one? Maybe should I wear this on the live today? Not this one. It was another one. She goes, I don't like that one. And I went, okay, I guess. And normally my personality is, I would say, I don't care if you like it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Right. So, but it was alive with Mom and I today. So I picked, and she reached up in my wig closet up here and she goes, I really like this one. And I said, okay, I will wear this one, which I love. Okay. So last question. This question came up a lot and people were asking how you felt about me going on social media.
Oh, I was scared. Really scared. She had a very high profile job. She had always been in the corporate world. One thing I remember her saying to me one time, there is one thing that actually there were two things that you would never do. You would never go into credit. Why? Because that's where I was. You would never go into sales because that's where her father was once he got out of hockey. She ended up doing both. She excelled in both. I was a little worried at first because they had two boys. Two boys to still educate. And me, I've always been a worrier about money. Always. Okay. But I was also happy for her too. And I was happy for her because it was something that she wanted to do. And it wasn't that she hated her corporate job. How could she? She worked with some amazing people. But it was time. It was time for her. Something for her. And ladies, don't forget that. It doesn't matter how old you get. Now you're going to make me cry. Never forget, as mothers, as women, we go through this. We're always doing for somebody else. You know, somewhere along the line, ladies, you have to stop, take a break, and say, okay, what about me? What about me? Don't ever stop that. Doesn't matter what age you are.
Right? I told you she was awesome. Well, I think she's awesome. But anyways, I want to thank you for this. I didn't know how this was going to go today, ladies, right? And my mom called me on her way over and she goes, I pick up the phone. I'm like, hey. And she goes, hey, just want to let you know, unfortunately, I can't make it today. And I said, that's okay. She goes, just kidding. I'm just at Starbucks getting a drink. I'll be there in a minute. But I didn't know how today was going to go. I thought that it was going to be fun. To me, this means a lot to have moments like this, right?
Yeah.
That I can look back on. She's going to be around for a really freaking long time. And let me say this because, well, first of all, the women in my mom's family last forever.
Yeah,
yes.
Unfortunately.
No, that's not unfortunately. That's a good thing. But what was I gonna say? I had a thought. It's okay. I appreciate these opportunities because this is fun to be able to hang out with my mom. And I know what I was going to say. I've seen a couple of the comments saying that you miss your mom. And I hope that you don't feel that this is insensitive. Around the time, Mother's Day is coming up, and it's May 12th. And I hope that each one of you, that if your mom is no longer with you, that you can spend that day and that time leading up to Mother's Day and trying to remember the good memories that you had with your mom or with the mother figures in your life, and celebrating the moms that are around you today. Maybe it's your daughter-in-laws, maybe it's your daughter, or good friends as well. So, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, Mom. Love ya.
Thank you. Love you too.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good day.
Okay, hold on. So what I do is I hit this to end it. It's not ended yet. There we go.